Hey guys, and welcome back to another war with the Interceptors. So today, D69 is going to be taking on the New Mutant. So these guys are a very well-known alliance. They're always top 10 in Masters, somewhere around that 7 to 12 spot. So usually top 10. And today I finished planning, just had a little work to do, and then we're going to be joining up, going Path 9 Section 1 over to Path 3 Section 2, and I actually have the boss today. So that should be fun. They placed an Apocalypse boss, however, they made the mistake of placing someone on the Hazard Shift node, which allows us to just cheese the boss, which is what I'm going to do. So obviously, if I'm choosing the boss, the team I have is going to be the Ghost Trinity. So we're going to bring in Ghost with, of course, Wasp and Hood. A 6-star rank 2 Hood is still on defense, so we just gotta take in Synergy Hood. Occasionally I use Hood. I think I used Hood for like 2 or 3 fights last season as a rank 2 6-star when I was bringing Ghost, but yeah. So now we're gonna go Path 9. This one's gonna be a little bit of a long fight. So going into this fight, I knew Hyperion was defensive. And the only other counter that we really had to that Hyperion was a Mephisto, and only one person in RBG has ranked up Mephisto, which is really weird. I thought we'd have like 2 or 3, but only one. So that means that I have to take it with Ghost. And for that one guy that had it, it just didn't make sense for him to take it when I knew I could solo this fight. So the name of the game is just getting to an SP2 here. He's just actually going to be really stingy. So right here, I'm trying to bait a special. So I go in right here. All I'm trying to do is block. He throws another special. Just trying to get to my L2. Get there. Throw it. And he dashes out. So I get like 40% damage done, but I know he's going to an L3, so I'm just doing 4-hit combos now to guarantee that my phase is going to allow me to intercept right after the special 3. So of course you take no damage because you just don't. With the Hood synergy, no invulnerability boost needed. So right here, I'm going to take a blocked hit, throw a special 2 because I couldn't land a hit, and yeah, didn't do much damage there. And he's going to get right to another special 3. I think I did about 15% damage in the whole cycle between his first and second special 3. And I could be wrong. I think he gets one more. I don't know. So right here, I'm just going to block, go for a few hits, and then throw my special 2. Okay, he doesn't. So that just kills him. Technically, you can do that fight without having to eat any special 3s and waste your time, but that's just a very safe fight. I got through it with very high health. And I did actually have someone duel this, fight one of this person's other champions to check if they had suicides, and this person did not place Elsa with suicides, which is I guess smart because it weakens your other 4 defenders. Even if Elsa did have suicides, look at how fast this fight would have been. I could have thrown my special 3 right there at like the 8-second in mark and it would have killed. So having suicides would only probably have taken off 20% of my health, which is not a big deal. And then I did have someone on Path 7 with Warlock who was going to take this Omega Red, and I'm like, I'll take it. Like, I just didn't really care enough. Well, it's not that I didn't care enough. It's just that when I see a fight that is this easy, I'm not going to mandate that the person I assigned it to takes it. Like, I'm gonna suggest it, but I actually did talk to the guy who's supposed to take this fight with Warlock. He's like, I took my fights an hour ago. I'm not boosted anymore. I'm not going to be boosting up until late tonight, so you're boosting up right now. You should take this. It makes sense. So I took it with Ghost. Turns out this guy plays with suicides, which actually gave us some good info on some of the other defenders, which is really nice. So yes. That fight goes down, and now we had someone quake that long shot. It went pretty well. And we'll go into Section 2. So in Section 2, we're going to have this Colossus on the Bleed node. It's rank 2 6-star. Not really a big deal here. You see my phone's pretty low on battery. but I only have the 2 fights, and I'd like to get through with them. So this is actually a very easy fight. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to get some bleeds on ourselves, purify them for the Furies, and then obviously we're going to have to block an attack because he is a defensive champion before we can do that big damage. But in this fight, I'm just not really too concerned about the time that these fights take. I'm more concerned about not dying. So we're going to use light boost again here just because this is one of the easiest paths in section 2. The only reason that people place a champ on this node is to force you to send an immune this way, which I guess isn't really a big deal, as you can always use like literally any bleed immune champion works. So here he's refusing to throw the L1, which is a little annoying. I'm giving him so many chances. Finally, he does. So right here, I'm just going to hit the block a little bit. He pushed me to special 3. I'm just going to throw my special 3. I would have liked to have been able to throw a special 2 there just because it would have done way better damage. But the special 3 is doing decent damage on its own. Took it down about 10%. And I got 1 permanent cruelty, so I guess that's something. 8k medium's not really that impressive with Ghost. But it's also not that bad. Of course, I'm running Suicides this war. I turned them on even for the first fight. But yeah, this fight, 1 minute and is a half down. I think it only takes like 20 more seconds until this guy's dead, actually. So I'm going to parry here on the second hit. So of course, that's a good way to build up power. Throw special 2, and this guy should die. No. Okay, damn. He's especially get armor up. So and you see we're going to block right here. 12k, really not that bad damage, and then 22k on that special 1. So he was getting a lot of armor ups, which just slows the fight down, but Ghost is an excellent option for that fight. So now we'll go into this OG Vision. There is a note on the map that OG Vision... Excuse me, wow. Didn't think I was tired. There is a node on the map where OG Vision is the best, and this is not that node. It is the Power Gain Mini, where a SIG 200 shoots right to 3 bars of power, and the point is to force either a Ghost, a Medusa, a Void with the Avenger synergy, or also Doc Ock. The point is just to force one of those 4. But this is just a really easy fight. The whole point of Explosive Personality is that you don't hit into their block, and he was dead in 25 seconds. So that wasn't really a problem. And now we're going to wait, and let's talk a little bit about a little moron. So this moron's name is Run. And Run is taking a Modok on the node right before this, so the Stunning Reflection node. And then, being the genius that he is, at 7:30 in the morning, after he knows that every single morning I get up at 8 a.m. every single day, it doesn't matter, every day, unless I'm working earlier, he decides, I'm not going to wait the 30 minutes, I'm going to go in and throw away an attack bonus. So what he does is he takes his rank 3 6-star Nick Fury, and he decides that going against Brute Force, Limber, Spider-Gwen is a good idea, and you can see it's not a good idea. He only took off 40,000 health when I specifically said this is not a hard fight for Ghost. It really isn't. Please let me do this fight. And yeah, so we roasted him in a chat. I actually made I took a meme format and I made a meme about Run taking other people's fights and dying, because it's just a joke in my alliance that like goes around, specifically my BG. Run dies the most in my BG, but most of his deaths are to us fights. So he probably dies like an average of like 8-9 times a season, but probably 5 of those are to other people's fights. He just takes them, and he's the leader of the alliance. He should know better, but he's like, you know what? I would rather take this fight with my bad counter than wait 30 minutes. This guy to wake up and counter. So this is the result of that. 80% left in the fight. So there we go. I'm throwing this L2, taking him down to 50%. You see how easy this is, Run? This is what would have happened if you didn't throw away the attack bonus. This is what happens when you listen to me. I'm joking, of course. We're just going to take a few hits because why not? And then right here, I just need to block through my special 3 because I ran out of limber, so I couldn't really block super well just to get rid of the stubborn. But this special 3 is going to do a little bit of damage. And with tech boost, we're going to get about a bar and a half, or sorry, half a bar power back. Ghost is by far not the best option for this. The best option for this fight is Venom. Except right here, he gets the evade charge, and then being the idiot that I am, I decided to go for a 2-hit combo into a special 2. But luckily, I react fast enough to the evade, and I land my special 2, and that fight is over. So obviously not a perfectly fought fight, but watching that video, it's very clear I would have soloed it. So yeah, run, stop taking my fights because you're going to continue dying. And now we got this Apocalypse boss, so this is really a joke of a fight. Apocalypse can be a decent boss. I'd have to send either myself or Legends Guillotine, or either myself Tildo. There's 2 other rank 3 warlocks, Guardian, and I'm blanking on the 4th one. Is it City maybe? I don't know. A warlock could also solo this fight. So yeah, we're going in with Ghost, and we're keeping the perfect strategy, double phase light attack until we're at our special 2. So now we're at our special 2. We're going to block, going for a 4-hit combo. Only got 1 debuff, but it's still going to do good damage. It's going to take him down to 70%. So we're going to bait an L1 here. Take a few hits because why not use up our invulnerability boost if we already have it, right? So we're going to phase here. The only point of phasing there was to build up our bar power. And right here, I'm trying to just throw my L2 right away, and of course they are indestructible because I threw it way too late. However, right here, just going to bait this L2, go for a few more hits. Only got 2 debuffs, but this is going to push us to another special 2, and I'm just going to randomly throw this. Easy fight. Easy fight. Yes. So what was that, like 20 hits? 30 hits? 27 hits. Not bad at all. So that's going to be the end of my video. That's going to be the end of the video. We soloed that boss. I do not have the results, and that's because I forgot to record them. So I'll tell you what happened. The New Mutant Alliance is very well known for being great with their deaths. So they're normally sub 10. And the thing is, we played our asses off. In the first 100 fights, we died twice. They started moving. They started dying a little more. So at 100, they were at about 4 deaths. So they decided to give up. They completely gave up, and we wiped the floor with them. I think they died about 22 times. We died like 10 maximum. So yeah, nice war by us. We did take home the W, which makes us Finno. Fortunately, picking up that death last season means I'm not deathless on the season, but I mean, in the last 9 wars I've done, so I can't really mad. Which is going to make us 40 out of 41 with our PSR this season, or 97.5, which is rounded up to 98%. That's going to be it for this one. Hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you guys enjoyed.